Hey there, Flying Bison Podcast listeners. We want to hear from you. Please take a moment to complete our survey. Let us know what you think of the show. And as a thank you for your time, we're offering a 15% off coupon for anything in our merch store to anyone who completes the survey. But more importantly, this is a chance for you to tell us what you like about the show and what you think we could improve on. And it's also going to be an opportunity to let us know if there are any other games you'd like to see us play in the future. You heard that right. We're cooking up some new things and we want your input. So please let us know your thoughts by clicking the link to the survey at the top of the show notes. It takes about 4 minutes and it would really help us out a lot. Thank you. Welcome to another episode of the Flying Bison Podcast. It's time for our traditional roll call. I am Justin Nita, the GM. I would like for you to say here when I call your name. Johnny Button.
Here.
Steve Derrigan.
Here.
Nicholas Coplin.
Present.
Danny Wickman. Danny Wickman? No. I said here.
Here.
Danny Wickman is not here. Monroe
sorry.
Hayden. Monroe Hayden is also not here.
He's just not even giving us a chance.
What is going on? That's done. The joke is past. You can't say the same joke.
Yeah. No, it's true.
So, friends, you know how
Comrades.
sometimes, comrades, countrymen, you know how sometimes life just kind of gets in your way? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, poignant.
All right.
It steps in front of you and just haymakers the out of you.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
Yeah.
Well, as we said last week, there was a giant storm in San Diego. Monroe's office had a leak, got mold. She can't be in her office to record. It is still happening. I promise. She has said it's getting fixed. I will be there for the next episode. So we were like, cool, we'll just do what we've been doing for the last few weeks. We'll soldier on. We'll carry on. And then maybe a couple hours ago, I get a text, not in to us, in our podcasting group chat, but in our family group chat. Danny goes, I'm so sick. And I'm like, oh no, here we go. Okay. All right. So I'm like, hey, obviously your health is the most important thing. Do you think you're going to be able? And he's like, I am trying to get out of bed and I cannot get out of bed. Everything hurts. And so I was like, all right, just go to sleep. And so now the four of us are just hanging out with just the four of us. There's little to none of feminine energy. And there's no one to
Danny.
Thanks to Danny. And there's no one to make weird sounds when they get surprised or say that they're happy to be here.
I tried to fill in.
That's all Danny. That's all.
Danny does carry the feminine energy of this.
He really does carry a lot of feminine energy. He really does. Him and Mon,
Sorry that
true.
we excluded you from that, Nick.
It's fine. You know,
It's okay.
My feelings have already been hurt today. It's fine.
It's true.
Yeah. Once it happens once, it's just it's a haymaker day.
I said
once
Nick
the
wasn't
day's
my
a
friend
bust.
earlier, and it really hurt him. We obviously can't play our Avatar campaign without Danny and Monroe. That would be ridiculous. How about we play a game called Sexy Battle Wizards instead?
Yeah, that's totally not ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's right. You heard me. We are playing Sexy Battle Wizards by Grant Howitt. You can find it on itch.io. You can find it on his Patreon. And oh my goodness, I'm so excited to jump into this. I'm going to just read the tagline. You are a sexy battle wizard. You are a member of the College Errant, an organization based in a magical flying castle that roves the land looking to avert arcane disasters and fight injustice. And I'll add, probably with your sexiness. You have precisely 0 authority to do this, and the cops hate you. And you are wanted in several countries for collateral damage caused whilst saving the world. You have 3 stats in this game. Your stats are sexy, battle, and wizard. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to assign 1, 2, and 3 to each of those stats. Now, I let's stop for a moment. I know all of you want to put a 3 in sexy. I will remind you that this is sexy battle wizards. All of you are sexy.
It's just a question of
how much sexy are you?
Relative to battleness and wizardness.
Do I need to explain to you what each of those stats represents? I feel like it's pretty self-explanatory.
I think it's all right. We're good.
Okay.
The one clarifying note that I would want is if I use magic to fight, is that battle?
I would probably say that's wizard, yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I just want wizard.
Yeah.
Wizard to 3.
I was always the kid who chose the mage option in any game that gave you like a narrow list of options. I was like, come on, magic.
Man. I was always the berserker, like I am not going to be defensive at all. Give me all of the power.
All the punching.
All the punching.
The swings, please.
I used to be a real roguey, like skill monkey, sneaky thief type character, and as I've gotten
Tiny
older,
Trouble. Yeah.
Tiny Trouble was my first.
I remember Tiny
D&D
Trouble
character. Yeah, he was a halfling thief. But as I've gotten older, I feel like I gravitate more towards like spellcasters and magic users.
I've been magic since day one.
Yeah,
I'm with Steve on this.
Yeah.
I do like magic classes in D&D, but in like video games, I'm like pure brawler.
Oh yeah, that's interesting. Very interesting. All right, did you assign your stats 1, 2, and 3?
Heck yes.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Why not?
Do you want to know what those are, Justin?
Let's go around. Let's do it. No, let's go around. Let's Johnny, what are your stats looking like?
Yeah, so I did battle 3, sexy 2, wizard 1.
Wizard 1.
Nick seems confused.
Oh no, that was just that. I feel like that followed with what you had just said about the roles you like to play in games.
Yeah.
Oh, and for mine, I did 3 wizard, 2 battle, and 1 sexy.
1 sexy. Okay.
Excellent. I have chosen 3 wizard, 2 sexy, 1 battle.
Great. I love it. High magic party. Pretty good sexy party.
Yeah, medium sexy.
Medium sexy. Medium sexy. If we had to put a temperature on it, it'd be medium sexy. All right. Here's the next thing we're going to do. I want each of you to roll a single D6. And this is going to tell us why your wizard is so sexy.
Very important question to answer.
Probably the most important question we're going to ask and answer tonight. Nick, what'd you roll?
I rolled a 5. I am ethereal, graceful, and elegant.
All right. Okay. All right. Remember, so at the end of these fun little random rolls, you're going to give us a little snapshot of who your character is, what their name is, what they look like, that sort of junk. Steve, what'd you roll?
I rolled a 1.
A 1. Do you put a 1 for battle?
I did, but I'm sexy because of sculpted muscles.
These are show muscles, not.
That's right. Yes. They're
There's
inflatable.
a big difference between operational muscles and show muscles.
Or maybe they're illusions.
Yeah. Who knows?
Maybe.
Come find out.
Johnny, what did you roll? Why is your wizard so sexy?
I rolled a 6. So he's a dangerous rebel with a cool jacket.
please describe the jacket.
Oh,
wait, no.
he'll
We're
do
gonna
it.
get there.
We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there.
I need it for me.
For me.
All right. This is the one I think I'm the most excited for. What is your signature weapon? You're gonna roll 2 10-sided dice and combine. There's 2 columns. You're gonna combine the 2 together.
2d10.
2d10.
Yeah.
I know I have a D10 here somewhere.
Hey, can I get a quick definition?
Yeah, there's a couple weapons in here I'm Googling as well, too.
Some of these are quite begging for explanation.
We'll wait. We'll get to yours.
Oh, that's fun.
Okay.
So we are giving a total, or we are reading off the separate values?
Separate, yep.
Because I see
Steve,
2 like ones, for example. Which
yep. Why don't you
get
Steve?
snake eyes?
Yeah,
Steve, just roll. Tell me what one of the numbers was.
2.
Okay. And so you have a sepulchral, and then what is the other number?
8.
A sepulchral chain. So I you can.
You're gonna give
So
me
you know
some,
what a sepulcher is, right?
I believe so.
It's like a funeral thing, right? Am I right? Like
It's kind of like
tombs.
yeah,
it's like a tomb.
Tomb related.
Okay.
So a
I
sepulcher
realize that there's probably a
the,
specific difference.
I'm like
a sepulcher and a tomb.
You know what
There
I'm
is.
picturing
I
when you
this is
say
related
like
to-
a sepul like I'm picturing one of those like incense chains that they use in
that's
the
what I'm
Catholic Church
picturing.
that they like.
Yeah.
Huh.
Except
Because
maybe
in
on
my
the end of
head,
it,
like
it's
I know what a
basically
sepulcher
mason.
is, but like I'm
Yeah.
trying to picture how that looks as a weapon.
So you could substitute the
I think you would
adjective
read it as
gloomy
ceremonial.
or dismal. You
A
could take it in that
gloomy,
direction.
Sure, sure,
Yeah.
sure.
So
Okay.
sepulchral could be like gloomy or dismal, but
you think-
we could,
think
we
about
could
it.
kind of rock the tomb stuff. Yeah.
Think about it. Think about it. We'll get to that. Nick, what was one of the numbers you rolled? What was the first number you rolled?
The first number I rolled was 5.
A ghost wolf. Okay.
Yes.
And what is the
What do you
second?
think would stop there?
Yeah, it doesn't.
No, it's a ghost wolf Giselle. I rolled a 4.
Okay. This is so
What
fun.
is it, Giselle? I don't know.
It's a long rifle. It's like one of those old school
that's
like
awesome.
long rifles. So think about that.
That's awesome.
Think about what your ghost
I
wolf
will work
Giselle
on that.
looks like. Johnny, what's the first number you rolled?
I rolled a 10.
Okay.
So Doom.
Yes.
And then I rolled a 1. So I have a Doom hammer.
A doom hammer. I love this. I will task you all as we roll the last d6 and you start thinking, more fully fleshing out what these characters look like. Give your weapon a name. Make it sexy.
Andre.
Can't go back.
Last roll
Yes, I can.
is what is your magical school? Roll a d6.
Okay. 3.
Okay. So, Steve, your sexy battle wizard, his school or their school is the Secret of Occult Shadowmancy. Okay. So you do a lot of shadow magic.
All right.
Makes sense with your sepulchral weapon there.
That's fine.
Johnny, what did you roll?
I rolled a 4.
4. Arcana of the Supreme Doorway. Okay. So take that how you want. Sounds like teleporting spells to me, maybe.
Yeah, could be fun with a big hammer.
With a big hammer. Nick, what is your school of magic?
Way of 10,000 mirrors.
Love it.
Nice.
Absolutely love it. I love that there's absolutely no explanation for what these schools are, too. Right? Like it's just
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
whatever you
Yeah.
want it to be.
That's magic.
It's magic, baby. All right. We're going to get into the Game Master section here. I'll read this first part. Give the players an inkling of what the first obvious disaster is and let them go at it. And then the second question in the Game Master, or second sentence in the Game Master section says, if an NPC isn't kissable, think, could I make them kissable? And that's really the GM principles in Sexy Battle Wizards is this NPC kissable? How do I get them to be kissable? We'll see if I can do that. So I'm gonna roll a d6, and this will tell me what the obvious threat is. But I'm gonna roll a second d6, and that first obvious threat is actually concealing a more dangerous disaster behind it. So, okay. Okay, all right. So the obvious disaster that you find yourself in the college errand is that from within the inner sanctum, a portal to the demon realm has been opened.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's figure out what this college, this castle looks like. It's just a big palace full of foppish nobles. Wonderful. That's so good. I'm going to write some notes. This is already turning out to be absolutely ridiculous.
Just imagining Versailles like right before the revolution started.
The demon invasion. In the inner sanctum. Have any of you ever played Sexy Battle Wizards? Have you ever played as a sexy wizard in any of your various campaigns?
No, we talked about this.
Oh.
We talked about this earlier, but I don't really like playing TTRPGs that are too similar to real life. And since I go through my day to day as a sexy wizard, I haven't given this one a shot yet.
Sure,
That's fair.
That's fair.
Excellent answer. I have played wizards, but I have not focused on the sexiness of said wizards.
Oh. As much as I love wizards and the wizard class in many different TTRPGs and games, I've never actually played a wizard, like a straight up
Really?
wizard class. Yeah, I did I think a one shot where I had a fun wizard idea, but never like a recurring character, never a serious character.
Okay.
I love that we have no business doing what we do as sexy battle wizards. Like that's
the so
central premise is like
yes.
You have zero authority.
If you leave this castle, you have no right doing any of this stuff.
The only reason you haven't been cracked down on is that the castle is floating in the sky.
The magic might have something to do with it too.
All right.
I don't know how many other people are wizards down there. That's true.
I have rolled the people that are going to stand in your way. Why they stand in your way, we'll find out. Here's how the game is played. When you try and do something to give yourself an advantage in a situation or solve a problem, you're going to roll a d6. A number of d6s equal to the relevant stat. So if you're trying to charm somebody, you're going to roll sexy. If you're trying to cast a spell, it's going to be wizard. If you're going to just punch someone, it's going to be battle. If your highest die beats the difficulty number that I set for you, then you succeed, and you get to describe what happens. If it equals the number that I tell you, you succeed, but you mark 1 stress, and I get to describe something bad that happens. And if it's lower than the number I give you, you fail. So you gain 1 stress, you gain 1 determination, which I'll tell you what that does in a second, and I get to describe something bad that happens. You can spend that determination on future rolls on a 1-for-1 basis to give you additional d6s. So if you spend 2 determination, you get 2 d6s added to your roll. Okay? Last, if your stress if your stress is higher than the highest dice you roll, you explode in a burst of magic and reform the Chapel of Ages inside of the college errand at some point close in the future. Okay? So keep track of your stress.
Okay.
If it's ever more than the highest die you roll, you explode.
Oh no.
It's incredible.
This is how stress works in real life, so it doesn't take much imagination.
It is. I explode in real life. Give me a snapshot. Let's go around the horn. Tell me your character's name. Give us a brief description of them, their sexiness, and their sexy weapon. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first. So, my character is called the Magical Delicious, but she is Lish for short. And she has a slender frame, lots of dark blue tattoos, basically all just depictions of the faces of people she's met. Whether they're people she liked, didn't like, had beef with. She tries to remember why she got each tat, but she doesn't always remember why she got each tat. And I think she exudes a general sense of chaos, has a wry smile, and has a gloomy chain in hand.
Oh, have you
one
named
might say a sepulchral chain.
Have you named your gloomy chain?
Yes, the chain's name is Bad Boy.
What? I'm so sorry, Steve. What makes Bad Boy gloomy?
I kind of pictured just having like a general dark aura, like a slight, energy around it.
I gotcha.
Such that the light fades where one looks at the chain.
Well, almost like
Perhaps feels
like
a sense of gloominess.
Like a shadow energy, almost.
Yeah.
You are a shadowmancer.
So that is
Mance those
Lish.
shadows.
Gotta mance the shadows.
Gotta mance those shadows. They're not gonna mance themselves.
No,
Certainly
they will not.
All right, who's up next? Johnny, Nick?
There you go. Right. So you have Alistair Lupin.
Sexy name.
That's so. He has a long flowing robes, sort of very graceful in his movement. He carries an entirely silver staff, or what seems like a staff, on its head. It is a wolf seated calmly. But if you look, the entire shaft, most of the length of the shaft, there is a wolf like leaping forward, like lunging at somebody, and out of its mouth is the rest of the staff, but it's actually a long rifle, and the seated wolf is the stock, and the lunging wolf is the front stock. Well, the butt stock would be the seated wolf.
Cool.
I must ask, your ghost wolf rifle, is it, what does it shoot? Bullets? Magic?
It doesn't shoot anything. So when he goes to fire it, instead of a projectile coming out of the barrel, a ghostly wolf appears some distance from him at whatever he's aiming at and swipes at his target.
I had a inkling that that's where you were going to be heading with it.
Yeah.
Have you named your ghost wolf?
Yes, it is called Josiah and Jeremiah.
Oh, are there two wolves that
okay.
appear?
It's the two
Or is it
wolves
just the
that
two?
are on.
Okay.
It's just, a wolf appears whenever he fires it. That's all.
Understand.
Could be Josiah. Could be Jeremiah.
Could Jeremiah?
There
Who
are
knows?
two wolves inside of him. One is light and one is dark.
Johnny, our last sexy battle wizard.
Yeah. So my guy tells people his name is Dante Peak.
It's a great intro. He tells people.
Okay.
And he wears this just absolutely incredible black leather jacket that is covered in zippers.
Oh, yes.
Handful of rivets too, but mostly zippers. And upon close inspection, one might be tempted to question whether or not this is a women's jacket. But If you're close enough to inspect and discover that it's probably a women's jacket, you're close enough to see his giant hammer, Jessica.
Jessica.
That's a good name for a doom hammer.
Don't mess with Jess.
And
This is ridiculous.
yeah, the hammer is really, really heavy. Like, not like Mjolnir where you can't pick it up if you're not worthy, but it's really heavy.
Okay. I love it. Those are all wonderful, wonderful characters. I cannot wait to see what happens. I'm also laughing too because I was looking there. There are 3 example names, like characters in the PDF, and one of them's names is Seraphim Halicious, and that's a absolutely fantastic name for a sexy battle wizard. All right, so Lish, Alistair, and Dante. Well, let's just say you all know each other. Maybe been around the college before, have gone on sexy missions together.
Yeah.
Stamping out those arcane catastrophes. And you're in like a common room when you hear screaming coming from the other side of the door, as well as like a terrifyingly guttural growl.
Oh my.
You think that's actually something we should do something about, or is it just someone practicing?
I don't know. They probably have it handled.
Well, I'm curious. Lish gets up and moves towards the source of the growl.
You open the door, and you obviously know what's behind this door because you've spent some time. You're a wizard. You're a sexy battle wizard.
Yeah.
Most of the rooms in here, especially a lot of the like central open air spaces, are like I don't want to say pleasure dens. It's more just spaces for like nobles to like, I don't know, partake in some illegal substances.
Be noble.
Find pleasure.
Be noble.
Be foppish.
Be foppish.
You need rooms for that.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is one of them. So you open it up to this like circular room with a bunch of like pillows and people like lounging, except there are less people lounging than you're used to because they're all running around screaming as this giant red and black horned monstrosity is rampaging through all of these nobles.
Oh. Lish closes the door and then turns back to y'all and says, "It would seem to be something from the demonic realm."
Well, it's been a while since we fought demons.
Shall we go to lunch somewhere else?
Oh, this should be entertaining at the very least. And Alistair will stand up from his seated position. He was sitting, and he'll wave his hand, and a mirror will appear, like a reflection of himself will appear, but it'll be holding his staff. He'll reach through, and as he does, the mirror will sort of reach out his staff, and he will grab it, and the glass will shatter after he takes it.
So cool.
So, I mean, you should probably take care of it, right?
I guess. I look over at my hammer and I go, "You ready to go do something about this, baby?" All right. And I'm gonna slam it on the ground and open a portal where the door is. I'm too good for doors.
We're just gonna walk through where the door is using a portal.
Johnny, what was your character's name again? I'm sorry.
Dante Peak.
That's what he tells people.
Yeah, that's what he tells people.
Good move, Dante. This is we're better than that.
Yeah.
All right. Actually, wait. Am I gonna even? Do I even need to move? Can I see with the portal open? Can I see like?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you can see the portal open.
I won't even move. Yeah, Alistair just raises his rifle, and as he does, the corresponding eyes on both wolves, like adorning it, glow, and then like the length of the barrel glows with runes, and he just starts firing at the the demon if he sees it.
All right,
I'm not gonna move. I don't need to.
Wow, forget doors.
This is beneath me.
And what is your intent? Do you want to hurt it? You want to get its attention?
I want to hurt it.
Okay. Why don't you?
Let's get its attention. Let's not go all in right away. You know?
If you succeed, you get to describe what happens. That feels. Oh my gosh, probably a wizard. Yeah.
Oh,
Shooting a ghost wolf, and your difficulty is 4.
Okay, I rolled a 9.
Each dice, you don't add them together. You have to roll. One of those dice has to be above 4.
That's 5.
Okay, great. So you succeed. You get to tell me what happens.
He pulls the trigger. All of the energy that's collected up in the barrel like runs to the end and like goes out as it does. And this large spectral wolf appears in front of the imp, which I'm assuming wasn't facing us, and like sort of swats it in the direction to like face us, and then disappears with like a claw, like a swipe.
And it does. It finishes chomping on the noble that it had in its hand. It just bites it in half and throws the back half of the body away and starts on all fours just rampaging towards your portal.
I have a question.
Please, ask away.
I think I know the answer based on the way you've described this thing so far, but how sexy is this demon?
Oh my gosh. So the upper torso rivals your own, Dante. It is just stacked.
Oh my.
Damn.
It rivals my own muscles.
And it's running towards the portal?
It is running towards the portal, yes.
Let it come through. I say to the others. Don't do anything.
All right, Dante.
Don't even say anything.
No. Shh, don't worry about it. And when when the demon is halfway through the portal, I'm gonna close it.
Yeah. It feels like a wizard roll to me, and I think that's a 5. I think that's a little risky.
I got a 5.
Okay.
Ooh.
So you take a stress, and I describe something bad that happens. But you do succeed.
So you get to describe what happens?
He succeeds at what he's trying to do, which I'm assuming is to cut this demon in half. But I get to describe something bad that happens.
Okay.
This demon gets about halfway through this portal before Dante Peak closes the portal, severing this demon in half. Its sexy torso just goes rolling down towards you, steaming from the black magic inside of it. And some of that blood gets onto Jessica, and before you've got a moment to wipe it off, it kind of absorbs into Jessica. And it almost feels like she kind of shorts a little bit. Glitches.
That was a little not sexy.
Not at the very end.
Jessica, we're going to have to talk about this later. All right. Demon's taken care of.
Clever idea.
You hear
Nice work,
more.
Dante.
you hear more screaming further down the hallway.
I guess we're putting in the work today.
I was just going to say I need another drink, but
Well,
I suppose.
I mean, one for the road.
Lish grabs a martini
good
from
point.
a side
Yeah.
table.
Dante grabs the whiskey, and
Alistair does the same.
as we start walking towards the door, I'm going to open another portal. But this one just goes to a restaurant in the city.
Okay. All right.
What do we say to lunch instead of dealing with this?
Ooh, where are you taking us, Dante?
I don't know. I just envisioned a restaurant, and there it is.
How magical.
Well, I am pretty hungry.
Please don't close this one on us. She steps through.
Well, seems like the lady's interested. What do you say, Alistair?
I don't care about these nobles, and I will walk through.
We can come back to an empty house later.
What is the restaurant?
It is
Arby's.
They've got the meats. It's pretty sexy.
Is there anything sexier than Arby's? No. No, there is not. So, you getting a roast beef classic, or?
So it's Arby's. I was not planning on it being Arby's, but it can be Arby's.
No,
Yes,
you can do whatever you
and
want. You can do whatever you want.
Sorry.
No, it's we step through the portal and we find ourselves in I'm debating, do I say a real restaurant or do I just well, we already said Arby's, I guess. We're in
Whatever you
we're in
want.
Los Angeles. We're at Nobu, baby.
Okay. Wonderful. And the hostess is this beautiful, sexy young woman. She's like, table for 3.
Why, yes.
We're actually gonna need 4. I need a chair for Jessica here.
Oh, I forgot. Sorry.
Of course, absolutely. Oh, you're sexy battle wizards.
We are. She noticed.
Well, of course she did. When's your lunch break?
She winks. Take it whenever you want me to.
I mean, if we need a 5th chair,
I'll put out the 5 chairs. Right this way.
good.
Leads you back to your table. Your waiter comes. Strapping young man. How's it going? The name's Chad. I'll be taking care of you today.
Well, it's going a little better now, Chad.
Just everyone is attractive.
I don't know if you've been to Nobu before, but our specials are the smoked salmon roll. We've got a Korean fried rice. We put a crunchy topping on top. And then we've also got the chef's special.
I'll take the special. Whatever
All right,
it is.
one for the special. Gotcha.
Have we met before, Chad? And she just starts scanning her tattoos of faces to see if anything looks remotely like Chad.
You know what? Why don't you roll sexy?
Ooh.
Let's see. Let's just see what happens. Let's be fun. Let's be crazy with this.
Let's
Your
be
difficulty
crazy.
your difficulty is a 4. We'll say just a 4.
Okay, so it's my 2 stat, so I roll 2d6.
2d6. You got to get one of those dice has to be a 4 or above to succeed.
Okay, the higher dice is a 4.
Okay. So you succeed. You take 1 stress though, so mark that. And I describe something bad that happens. So you
Okay.
tell me how you remember Chad.
Ah, yes, you used to work at a bounce house. I think you were more fun there. Can't recall why I would have tattooed your face on my arm, but no matter.
I think it's more of a matter of perspective. You know, we can have lots of fun here, at Bounce House. Anywhere, really.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Orders. Please hurry. I have to go. Something just came up.
Suspicious mind.
You are
sexy
on
way.
your shift. I will have the special, Alistair.
Yes. Yep. One special. Alistair, Dante. Sorry, I don't know your names. You just look like Alistair's and Dante's to me.
They sure
Wait,
do.
you know what? I was like, wait a second. What?
Gotta roll with it.
Just surprise me.
Of course.
Oh,
For
I
the
wanted him to
record-
surprise me. That's why I chose this special. I should have said surprise me.
For the record, Justin, I left the portal open just after
100%.
doorway.
Yeah, no, 100%.
And my portals work in such a way where, like, if someone tries to walk into Nobu from outside, they are now at the palace. infested with demons.
Yes.
There's we like cut back to the entrance, and there's like coming on the outside. There's like a family of 4, and like the little girl just like walks into the portal, and then it closes, and so the little girl is just now in the college errand, and like you can hear screaming like, "My baby! Where did my baby go?"
Oh no.
Yeah, you guys got one of those just like large drinks.
Yes.
Perhaps
Yep.
a sort
Special surprise large drink. Got it. Okay. I got it all. I'll be right back.
Like none
And
of
you
us
see-
actually know what we're getting. Large drink. Special surprise.
of. I was done describing it. He just cut me off. Perfect.
You see Chad just book it out of there. And if you follow
Into
where
the
he
portal.
goes, he actually goes to like the front desk and starts like dialing on their rotary phone.
Oh.
And at the same time, the door opens, and there is a man who is consoling this family who has just lost their daughter. He is very, very well put together. He's wearing aviators and hot shorts and like a little like short sleeved like tan button up. And you know this person.
Tom Cruise.
This is Tom. He's the sexy chief of police.
Oh, we can't talk to Tom.
And
Oh,
he's
he
like,
had to ruin this too.
Just act natural, guys.
I've been hearing that there's some sexy battle wizards in the restaurant.
Yeah, Tom. I saw them go out the back.
I've had run-ins with the 3 of you before. You can't fool me.
Nothing gets past you, Tom.
I touch his arm, and I just say, "You sure you can't just look the other way, for old time's sake?"
Why don't you go ahead and roll sexy? I think that this is also difficulty 6. It seems a little risky. and
I got a 6.
audacious.
I got a 5 and a 6.
Hey, there you go. Go ahead and describe what happens for me.
I touch his arm and I say, "Can't you just let this go for old time's sake?" I don't really know what else you want from me.
You say what he does, right? Like you get to narrate.
You can tell me
Oh.
how he responds, and I'll do the role playing and
Okay.
the lines.
Well,
but you
his
can tell me like,
eyes,
how he responds.
Yeah, I mean, his eyes become distant for a moment as he remembers a really quite beautiful night on the coast, driving up the coast and stopping on the beach and just losing ourselves with each other. And then me opening a portal and going away. Never calling. Never reaching out. but you can never forget.
And Dante doesn't actually have a phone. He doesn't need one. He just goes where he wants.
Dante, I've been thinking about you every day for the last 3 years. Day on the beach was... I can never get you out of my head.
Dante, you shouldn't have.
You're right. I really shouldn't have. Tom, I care about you, but we can't be, and you know that. Why don't you just let the three of us go? And we won't bother you again.
Alright, I've been hearing reports of a demon attack as well, so should probably
Oh, yeah.
rally the police.
The police should probably go out
figure out
and
what's going
protect
on.
and serve, huh?
Yeah, and he takes off his glasses and goes, otherwise, there'll be hell to pay. And he puts his glasses back on and walks out the door.
Okay, we've been hanging out for... No. We've been hanging out for 3 years, Dante. And that dude has been bothering us this entire time. And you tapped that and you never mentioned it. Not once. In 3 years.
He's so patient in playing that card, too.
I know. Good Lord.
I was embarrassed, okay?
Dante, you
I'm
almost
sorry.
made me flutter.
Almost.
I like to think that Dante
Such
just
cunning.
wants Nobu.
just he's just hungry, man.
Just getting rid of our problems and bring us back to the dinner table.
So you can eat
One and only motivation.
this food. Eventually, Chad comes back with a tall drink. It's just whiskey. It's
More
just a
whiskey.
giant glass of whiskey.
I wanted a colorful drink. Maybe with a sparkler.
But it is it's sexy whiskey, so it's like special, I don't know, blue colored whiskey. I don't know.
That's not attractive.
Nope.
That's not.
Never mind.
Nope.
Take it back.
Colored whiskey.
Take it back. Everyone's favorite color whiskey, blue. Sorry, I can get you a colorful drink. I'll be right back.
No, don't worry about it.
Okay.
I will take the fried rice though. Thank you for that.
Okay. Yep.
As he
I'll get
turns
on
to
that.
walk away, I will tap the table, and a mirror will slide up next to the drink, and then I'll slide it over the drink, and the mirror will have had the reflection of a very fun, very tropical looking beverage, and I'll slide it over, and the drink will become a very fun,
Becomes
tropical looking beverage.
I'm not going to make you roll for that. That's very funny. I love how low stakes this adventure has just become, too. It started with a demon invasion, and you're like,
No.
that. Screw that. All right. The chef's surprise and the chef's special come out. And the chef's special is this very fanciful platter of sushi. Very colorful, like fish layered on top of rice. Very colorful, like ingredients inside. And the chef's surprise is just raw salmon.
Well, it is surprising.
So
And mine
Just like
is special.
Sushi grade salmon.
I was going to say,
Yeah,
why did you
it's-
just like specify raw? We're at a very famous sushi restaurant.
Yeah, it's true.
And you got cooked salmon.
That's it. Yes,
This is a
it's
roast
cooked salmon.
salmon.
It's just roasted salmon.
They roasted sushi grade salmon. You just like just
I
throw
guess
up in
I
my
did
mouth
say
a little.
surprise me.
I love LA.
The chef said no one's ever asked him to surprise him before, so he kind of panicked.
I see.
Glad that he admitted that to you to admit to us.
We prefer to be as open with our guests as possible.
Mm.
Thank you, Chad. Dismissed.
let me know if there's anything wrong with your dish. And you can see this entire time Chad has been incredibly nervous as he comes up to you.
Chad.
Yes.
I pick up my hammer and just go, Jessica had a question for you. And I like lean over, like I'm listening to the hammer say something. I go, did you call the police on us?
Why don't you go ahead and roll sexy? And I think this is standard sexy battle wizard stuff. So roll difficulty is 4.
I got another 6.
Okay. Tell me how he responds. Assuming you want him to tell you what he.
Yeah, I want him to like basically like spill what
Yeah.
what the heck is up.
No, I didn't call the police. Your friend Lish owes quite a lot of money to the Royal Flush Gang. She stole a lot when she was conning and grifting people when I was a bouncer, and I
Absurd.
was the one No, I confronted you.
I have
and
very
you
few
turned-
memories of this.
Yeah, well, that's because, you turned me into a frog, so I remember that.
Oh, that does sound like me.
It was a sexy
You got
frog.
frogged.
I was a sexy frog still. Don't worry about that.
Still got frogged. Still got frogged, my friend.
But it was sexy. It was a sexy frog.
How did you get unfrogged?
Classic.
It just wore off.
After a very long time, I'm sure.
Yeah. But I rocked that sexy frog. I got a few callbacks from, they were mostly for that cereal where the frog is the cereal mascot.
Oh.
Yeah, they get a lot of temp work.
You turned our friend into these people who want to harm her.
Yes, he did just admit that to us.
Called them.
Old face.
I called them. Yes.
Okay.
I'm washing my hands of what happened.
I hold up a finger. Hang on a second, Chad. Stay. What was that, Jessica? Oh, I forgot to order something. For Jessica. Oh, and she's terribly hungry. And I just I stand up and swing the hammer up and bring it down on Chad.
Go ahead and roll battle, I guess. That seems again standard sexy battle wizard stuff. So 4.
I am on fire tonight. I just rolled 2 6s.
Oh
I should have only rolled.
Tell me why.
Oh, no, I should have rolled 3 dice.
3.
It doesn't matter.
But it doesn't matter. Yeah.
3 6s in case you were wondering.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Jeez. Tell me what happens, please.
boy.
Just narrate this whole scene for me.
please.
Yeah, so Jessica, as we all know, is a doom hammer. And so if Jessica was just a really big hammer, Chad would be just really squished right now. But instead, the hammer comes down and you expect to see a squished Chad when I pull the hammer away. But when I pull Jessica up, there's no blood, no anything. And the only sign that Chad was ever there is a pentagram on the floor where he was standing.
Burned into the carpet.
How brash of you. Too much.
Well,
Don't you know I can handle
He needed-
myself?
he needed to be taught a lesson. Next time I'll let you teach him.
Okay.
So what are we going to
should
do
we
about
go?
this gang? Or the
I don't know,
demons?
yeah, I mean,
Let me have
Which
at
do we-
least 3 bites.
yeah, why don't you guys eat your food? I'll make some progress on my drink, and then we'll decide, you know?
And at this point, all of the mortal humans are just agape with fear at your table, watching as you have just not only portaled a little child, talked away the sexy chief of police, and sent a server to hell. No one else is eating. They're just watching the three of you eat your food in silence.
They're kind of quiet in here.
Yeah, I expected this restaurant to be quite a bit louder. It's nice. I like it.
Could have some mood music or something.
Yeah.
I was hoping for a club atmosphere, but this will do.
Well,
I can do that.
Everyone is just go about your conversations. It's okay. We don't.
Okay, all right. And they like awkwardly and nervously start eating so they don't upset you.
Alistair does probably what is one of his biggest moves. He stands up, swings his arm outwards, and mirrors slide out from the ground, like from his feet, and like around the walls that he points his hands at, and up the walls as he raises them up. And then they all reflect like a completely different looking room. And then he just shatters them all, and they all like, shatter into like harmless, like little fairy dust. And the entire room is now just a club atmosphere. There's like lights like flashing, and there's like a DJ just playing music. Completely.
I love that.
I just redesigned this restaurant.
Is that it? Is there anything you're trying to get people to do, or is it just turn the place into a club?
Lish starts dancing. You boys are too
I am
kind.
turning the place into the club, but also maybe trying to distract people a little bit from the potential homicide that they just witnessed.
Go ahead and roll wizard.
At the very least, assault.
And I think even though you described this as his big move, like still 4 standard sexy battle wizard stuff.
6.
Okay. So guys are rolling great. Everyone like looks at each other nervously, and almost in sync, everyone just starts getting up and like awkwardly dancing and like side-eyeing the three of you. Like, is this okay? It's a club now. Whoa, we came for sushi and now we're dancing.
I take a bite of Lish's food, and I'm like, yeah, this is good. This is better.
I have not touched my roast salmon.
Dante, just eat the sushi. Just eat. Lish is not going to eat all
There's
of this.
plenty to go round.
All right, thank you.
And you see through the door of this now club, there are like 4 bruiser types that come in.
Lish
They're,
is
like,
lost in the
looking-
dance.
Scanning the crowd. They see Lish dancing, and they kind of like all look at each other and nod towards her and start congregating in her direction.
I will wave out my hand, sort of slide it out like I'm tossing something, and a mirror will open up beneath them, but it'll show them from above, and they will fall through a corresponding mirror that opened on the roof.
I gotcha. Yeah.
Down
That's
from the
dope.
top.
That's dope. Go ahead and roll wizard, difficulty 4.
So are they just picking up speed?
Yeah,
Like,
just falling in a loop.
No, he only does it
eternally?
once. He's not
Yeah,
trying to
I get
splat
you.
them onto the ground.
okay, I was going to do something if they were reaching terminal velocity.
Would you even need to? 6 again.
Oh my goodness. All right. If you want to describe it, feel free to. Otherwise, I can.
Yeah, so it opens up beneath them. They probably look for a second and see themselves from above, and then they just fall right through. They fall through the top one, and it shatters as they exit, and then they fall and shatter into the bottom one from probably at least like 20 feet in the air.
Oh,
I doubt
easily. Yeah.
Nobu
yeah.
has very low ceilings.
Yeah, easy. Yeah, especially now that it's a club. Clubs aren't known for their low ceilings.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Lish, like you hear the sound of like people hitting the ground and the shattering of glass. And when you look up, you see Alistair like standing over 4 bodies that are just on the ground unconscious.
People aren't very good at dancing here, are they?
No, they really aren't. It's kind of ruining the vibe. I say that kind of loudly. It's kind of ruining the vibe.
And everyone starts dancing a little bit harder, like eyeing the three of you to make sure they're doing it okay.
Oh, that's better.
So, should we take care of those devils, or?
I suppose, now that
now that all
is
four of us
full.
have eaten.
Yeah, I mean, if the devils are going to be well fed, we should at least be well fed. You know,
It's only fair.
Who are these goons? Do you know these men?
I don't recognize
they-
any of them.
they just honestly, they didn't look very good, so I just kind of dropped them from the ceiling. And
Lish bends down to pickpocket one of them. Gets an
Sure.
ID.
Yeah, they've got some billfolds that have like some cash, and I don't know. I don't know if they would have. Yeah, they don't have like an ID saying like we're a part of this gang. I don't think
Is
They
there
have
any identification
incredibly
card?
cleanly
California
printed
driver's license
business
does not
cards.
include gang affiliation.
Outstanding Citizen Award.
I mean, I don't know.
That's
No,
fine.
I don't think gang members have like a. I don't know. Maybe they've got some
Membership
call
card.
signer. Maybe you know what it is. You know what it is. They've got like
BJ's Wholesale Club member card.
BJ's.
Costco.
No, you know what it is. They've got like a playing card. They each of them have 4 playing cards, and it's King, Queen, Jack, Ace, 10
So
in the same suit. That's 5, right? I got 5. Let's roll
I
5.
said
oh,
4.
I thought you said 4.
that's fine.
Ace, King, Queen, Jack, 10.
Yeah, 5 cards each.
Anyways,
Yeah.
5 cards
You
each.
said 4 cards each. Moving on. It
4
doesn't-
suits,
Ace-
and they're wearing 4 suits.
I
Peculiar.
promise I know how to play poker.
This is a straight
I
flush.
not want to play poker with you. Alistair reaches down, grabs the 5 cards off of one of them. He sort of spins his hand, and they all like rotate facing inwards. All the face cards.
Mhm.
He's like, it's simple and pretty basic magic, and he sort of spins them faster, and they all slide into each other and kind of slide into what it almost seems like into the back of his hand, like a sleight of hand trick, and they disappear.
Lish gives the money to Dante. Just puts it, gently wraps your fingers around it and says, "A tip for Chad when you see him next."
You will greatly appreciate it. And I slam the handle of my hammer on the floor, and because it's like a long handle, I slam it on the floor and open a portal like right behind me to the school. And I go, "Shall we?" And by the way, the portal is on the floor, like we're not gonna like walk into it. And I just
Perfect.
like fall backwards into it.
Alistair's like, well, I have to take care of something, and he will open up a mirror, reach into it, and as he does, gold bars are pushed out of it. He's like, pretty sure the headmaster said we couldn't add to the school's property damages anymore, so
I suppose.
I don't even remember where I found these, honestly. Hopefully they aren't important. And
I'll contribute.
he goes up to the portal.
Oh, good.
What?
Good. I was yelling, "I'll contribute to it," and the money clip just comes back up from the portal.
Alistair catches it really quick, between 2 fingers. Just puts it on top of the 2 gold bars, and is like, "All right, I think that's probably enough, right? I don't know. I don't usually
For
pay
your
for my
trouble,
food."
everyone. Nice dancing.
Thank you.
Lish jumps into the portal.
Oh yeah, that too. And he'll snap his finger, and everything that he had added shatters away, and it is the same restaurant that it was before.
Those poor
And he-
families.
And they're all like dancing on top of their tables. They've been like dancing on their food, and it's now just like their sushi is just like a pile of mush under their dancing feet.
Yeah, I'd ask that you should probably talk to the chef about those. And I will fall backwards into the portal.
Oh, all right. You come back to the college errand to find it is very quiet, actually, much quieter than it normally is, except for the dancing Nobu patron that was under Dante's portal when he opened it. He's like, do I still have to dance?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Let's see how long it'll go.
Okay. I don't want to get turned into like a piece of fish or something. I'm just gonna dance for.
We're not hungry, but thanks.
Okay.
This guy's kind of ruining my vibe. Dante, can you just send him? Just.
Sure. And I just kind of grab the guy by the shoulders and push him over into the portal so he goes the other way.
Thank you! Falls in and the portal closes. And you find yourself now very quietly sitting in the room that you had just left moments ago before your lunch. The screams are gone. You don't really hear the sound of violence and attacking anymore from the outside of the door. What do you do?
Wait. That hostess didn't sit with us. Swing and a miss.
Better luck next time.
Plenty of fish in the
Usually
sea.
there isn't a next time.
We could go back.
We'd have to bring more gold.
I undid the room change. Not gonna do it again.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. If she didn't come find you in that club, she wasn't interested. Her loss.
Thanks, Dante. Anyways,
It
so
is
you
a
think
bit
all those numbers are done?
quiet here. Yes, maybe they're finally done in after all of this foppishness.
Or they took care
honestly,
of the demons.
Dante.
Yeah, they've never done anything. I don't think.
Don't
The
be
master keeps
silly.
around just because they have money.
Something
Out of
doesn't
character.
feel right.
I mean, we're not the only wizards here, right? Like, there are other wizards. There are other people.
Yeah, I
who
was
could
just
take
about to
care
say.
of this.
Yeah. So at least on this, I was about to say, at least on this floor, you don't hear anything.
I thought you were suggesting the nobles cleaned up shop and took care of everything. And
No.
I assumed that the foppish nobles were separate than the wizards who occupied this floating house.
Oh yeah,
castle
no, I
thing.
think we are saying that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Something doesn't feel right. And Lish releases some shadow as she undoes her braid and lets her hair flow out, just kind of encompassing the room, trying to search out any secret or hidden things.
Oh, okay.
Is the
Why don't
shadow
you
like
roll?
flowing out from her hair?
Yes.
That's really cool.
that's cool as
very
hell.
cool.
What do you keep in your hair, Dante?
Dante is bald.
Sorry, poor taste in jokes. What do I see,
L-
Justin?
Lish, why don't you go ahead and roll wizard for me? Add difficulty 4.
Alrighty. I've got 3 dice to use. Alright, one of them is a 6.
Okay. You tell me what you find, or you think you would want to find.
Anything that seems like a clue to what has happened. Beyond the basic possessions of nobles being strewn
Yep.
about.
In this room, you see the telltale signs of battle where there was not in this room before. The upper torso of the sexy demon you killed is still here, but there is also the telltale signs of other demons who have been killed in a similar manner. There's also a lot of decaying flesh in here.
Oh,
Like, does it seem like the flesh is decayed too quickly for the amount of time that has passed, or?
Yes, 100%. So either something magically decayed the flesh, or the flesh was decayed before. Was already decayed, essentially.
that's not right. Is there anything else I sense about this flesh?
You know what? Especially you, actually. I'll give it to you. Shadowmancy, necromancy, seems pretty akin to each other. This has something to do with the undead. You're not sure what or how, but this flesh is definitely from the living dead.
This flesh is repurposed. Perhaps it was reanimated not long ago.
Necromancy is very unsexy.
It's one of the unsexiest things.
I couldn't agree more, being a shadowmancer myself.
Yeah, I know. They give you a bad name.
Yes, we're all
Shadowmancer.
associated with darkness to
Very
varying
sexy.
degrees, but flesh.
Well, let's not go that far. But
Certain kinds of flesh. Yeah, that's that
Oh, of course. Well, be
repurposed flesh.
on your guard. I don't think this is a typical weekend. Unless we'll proceed into another room, just opening a door.
I don't remember the typical weekend.
You
Now
really
Sir
should
falls
pull
after.
back on your drinking, Alistair.
What? And he's got like another drink. He just has it. in
Then
his
you
hand.
might remember more. She gestures, and you just see all the faces on her arm. Turns around.
Cauldron calling the witch's hat black.
In the next room, you find it is another room full of like where foppish nobles would just like kind of do jugs and sit around and parlor talk and whatnot. And weirdly enough, they're all still there. There are like 3 like dark energy looking centaurs roaming around this room, and the nobles are like it's just kind of, especially because it just kind of happened, they have a very similar look to the Nobu patient like restaurants. Like they're like watching these centaurs and just like continually like partaking of these substances.
so this room is like big,
Yeah.
like really big. Okay.
Yep.
There's just 3 like shadowy.
Demon centaurs.
Oh,
And the nobles are carrying on as if nothing was happening.
But they look
I mean,
afraid,
you
like
can
the
tell
noble patrons.
they look afraid.
Okay,
Yes. Yes.
Excuse me.
Are you talking to one of the nobles?
Yes. No, I'm talking to the centaurs, actually.
Oh, okay.
Why are you here?
The one closest to you, centaurs are obviously shirtless,
Yes.
strides up very sexily towards you.
Clop, 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 clop.
Clap, 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 clap.
Wait, are these centaurs wearing pants?
The tiniest of pants, Johnny. Just the
Very skimpy
Interesting.
pants.
I've only
just
ever
the,
seen
how
a
are the pants
centaur
on
fully
them?
nude, but
just the thinnest of fabrics on these
now
centaurs.
do the pants only cover their hind legs? Or
Yeah, let's
all
get
four?
into this. How do pants work for centaurs? I think it's just the back 2 legs. It's just like a little skimpy thong for over the back 2 legs.
a loincloth if you-
I'm picturing it and I can't help but laugh. That's so stupid.
Glad we covered that.
No,
Thank you for
no,
asking.
no.
Johnny.
Better than that. It is a thong, but it goes across its entire horse body. 4 legs somehow.
Very stretched out.
It just looks like a rope that's tied around it.
Just looks like a slingshot that's going to fire off at any second.
At any moment.
I do love tension.
Oh my gosh. All right. This demon centaur clops up to you, Lish. Goes, by the order of the monarch of by the odor permeating from my body. What are you doing here?
Is that hell speak? Is that an idiom? I should know.
No. By the order of the monarch of summer, we are here to wage war against the undead.
We do have the living here.
Oh, they're just a snack in the meantime. I mean, demons get pretty hungry.
Now listen here, odorous centaur. These nobles may be vain, but they are our nobles. And this is our floating castle. I will ask you nicely once. Please leave, or at least repurpose your reason for being here and have a nice time without eating anyone.
Go ahead and roll sexy for me. I think that's a difficulty of 5, too.
Okay. 2d6. Aha, 4 and a 6.
4 and a
Use that
6? My
Look
goodness.
at us! Look at us tonight. Why can't we roll this well in other games?
Right? Steve, I'm assuming you want him to respond favorably to your request.
Yes. And I have no preference which way he goes.
Guys want to do some blow with us?
So he just hard went, yeah, we're cool. We're really cool.
Of course, but can you so easily disregard the orders of your superiors?
Yeah, you seem cool.
You a cop?
Cool.
You have to tell us if you're a cop.
Wait,
Yeah. Wait. Are you a cop? Are you with the sexy chief of police?
we're sexy battle wizards. They hate us.
Okay, all right.
I mean, I've been with the chief of police, but we're not with.
Oh,
the chief
who
of
has
police.
it?
Excuse me.
Alistair just throws up his arms. He's like, what?
Have we been excluded from a near universal experience, Alistair?
You not?
Apparently.
You guys haven't been with Tom?
I thought the world was
No?
my oyster. I guess it's
Oh.
everyone else's oyster.
Well, the world is your oyster.
I think-
Tom's the pearl.
Yeah.
That is so romantic,
I don't
Dante.
Pretty sure that didn't mean anything. Anyways,
It's just trying to make.
But it was poetic.
wait. Didn't you guys say that you were here to fight the undead?
Yeah. Yeah, and the
and to do blow.
every century the Fae pit us against the undead to see who wins.
Wait, did they send the undead here as well?
Oh yeah, absolutely. They're in the catacombs. Or they're coming from the I don't know. They're coming from the catacombs. I don't know.
Sensible place to come from.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't really know what's happening. I've done a lot of blow.
You know, man,
I'm a little out
you
of it
stay
right
here.
now.
Surprisingly chill.
You should not leave this room.
Don't eat
Yeah,
the
this
nobles. There are nobles.
Don't eat the
There's
nobles.
plenty of food.
All right.
There's snacks. They replenish themselves. If you need a downer, they're on that side of the room.
This is so
Just-
nurturing with this guy.
Stay in the.
One of the other.
It's like a very.
one of the
It's a
other
very
centaurs-
practiced.
Yeah. One of the other centaurs, when you say there's downers, just immediately goes over there and starts chomping down on them.
Ah, man, you gotta take those like one at a time. Okay.
Oh yeah,
All right.
Aloysius just does not. He cannot handle. He can't do it. He's.
Yeah, you should keep an eye on that guy.
No, yeah, I will.
Just ate
We're gonna go
1,000
probably
milligrams.
kill and clear out. Okay.
Well,
Cool,
that was,
he raised-
problem solved.
Raises a hoof. If you want to come party later, we'll be here.
Yeah, we'll join you later. Hey, if one of you starts having a real bad time, just go into that pool over there. It'll just wash away all of your problems.
Oh my gosh. We should hang out here more often.
It's a magic drug room. It's
incredible.
One last question for you. The undead.
Yes.
Were they sent here from the Fae realm, or did the Fae just raise them up here?
I am effed up right now, my friend. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. I do not know.
Yeah, I didn't even consider the latter option, and I am not excited to fight a bunch of old dead wizards.
If you're looking for the Monica Summer, she's sitting in the center of the college errant. So,
perfect.
I don't know. Maybe ask her.
Oh.
Whoa! How long have I had these? And he holds up his hoof. I thought I had fingers.
No, he's gone. He's gone. We should just.
What happened to my finger? Hey, Aloysius, what happened to my fingers?
Have a nice trip.
Just walk out.
What this guy is supposed to be on?
He doesn't either.
All of it. He's doing it all.
He drank the fishbowl, man.
Yeah. 7 people's worth of DMT later.
Takes more
We
for
need
a
a
horse, man.
Yeah.
So
The
expensive.
dosing is all off. You know,
Okay,
he's like, I don't know. And just starts taking handfuls.
Fulls.
What do you think the centaurs have ropes on the ends of their human arms too?
Yeah. Now I'm just imagining a horrifying 6-legged human centipede, but the back half is a horse.
I forgot that centaurs have the top half that's human.
So you were just talking about horses. You were talking about
No, I know what a centaur is.
Man, I hope this is entertaining at least.
I'm having fun.
Me too.
Oh my gosh. Where are you headed?
To
The Monarch of Summer.
that, yeah.
Okay.
Do we want to fight our way there, or do we want to just get there?
Oh, we should just go.
Cool. Portal. Nice.
All right.
Open.
Not really into pedantry.
Go ahead and roll wizard, and this is a 6 difficulty.
Hmm.
Lots of magical battles going on.
5.
Okay. So that is under. I'm gonna have you take a stress. You open the portal, and it looks like
I get a determination too.
and you get determination. Yes,
Sorry. Go ahead.
you're good. You open the portal, and it looks like it is going to go into the center of the college, and you can see sitting on a pile of, I don't know, leaves, whatever the Fae like, is this just beautiful fairy queen, just kind of lounging on all these roots and trees and leaves and nature stuff. I don't know.
I do need to touch up my wardrobe.
Yes, she is wearing this beautiful, like, long, flowing, wispy robe dress. And as you walk in, though, you all kind of walk through, and that is not where you end up. You end up in the bottom of the college errant, where the tombs and the catacombs are, and it is pitch black, but you do hear squelching and the rattling of bones all around you. What do you do?
Dante, where have you taken us?
I don't know where we are.
pretty sure we're in the catacombs. No. His is more phlegm in the back, right? Yeah, this is the catacombs. I got kicked out of here before I tried to loot one of the old professor's graves.
Lish pulls all of the shadow around the room into an orb.
I like that.
Hopefully leaving the room a little lighter.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a wizard roll, difficulty 4.
Okie doke. 3d6 should do it, but we will see.
I can't imagine.
No, it did not. 2, 2, and 3.
No. Okay. Let's take a stress. Take a point of determination as well, too.
I am stressed.
I mean, I'll still let you do it because the complication is that when you pull all the shadow into this orb, you are met with the hungry faces of thousands of zombies as they just start shambling towards you, and you will be quickly overcome. What do you do?
We can't run.
What do you say? Blaze of glory?
Blades of glory and chains and hammers.
Blades.
Oh, Blaze? I'm sorry, Dante.
I mean, I can just... I got this. And he'll snap his fingers and throw out... These are the connected mirrors again. He throws out the lower one for them to fall into, but it shows a reflection of just like earth, but like from like hundreds of feet up in the air. It is attached to the bottom of the spire of the floating
I gotcha.
school.
Just dropping them down to the planet.
This
splat.
This
Not my
one,
problem.
this will not get all of them. There are thousands of these.
Okay.
So
It was a massive
and
place.
if you want to do this too, it is going to be difficulty 6 still. Just with how quickly you're being surrounded and with how many of them are.
And doing a perfect
So-
360 around us.
It's a
Create
very
the trap.
quick trigger. I'll tell you what. I'll make it a difficulty 5, but it won't be like as effective as you want it to be. Like it won't.
No, I'm trying to think of another way to use
Yeah.
the same idea.
I like it. I think it's
Can I
gonna
see?
take. It's gonna take some combination. Let me say this: it's gonna take some combination from all of you, right? Like
Okay.
one action is probably not going to get rid of all of these zombies. So if you
Yeah.
want to do it, you totally can.
Yeah, it's a good idea, Nick.
Yeah, I'd
Alright.
stick with it.
All right.
So I'll bring it down to difficulty
So-
5. How about that?
Yeah, not trying to take out like it's one mirror, so
Yep.
it's like one side of us is
Ah,
like
okay,
taken
cool.
care of.
Yep.
Okay.
5.
Perfect. So take a stress. You do it, and there's a complication. The complication is that Lish was standing on the edge of the mirror and finds herself now plummeting down towards the earth, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are just in our.
We're just
this
in
is
our
just
world
Earth.
we've established, but there's
Yep.
just a magical college
Yeah.
wizard.
That's what I pictured.
Dante,
It was LA.
quick catch. Quick
Yeah.
catch.
And I make a portal appear under Lish that just leads back here.
Quick
give me
thinking.
a wizard roll at 5.
I'm going to spend one of my determination to
Okay.
add a dice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Got a 6.
Okay,
Spend
great.
Determination.
I'm assuming you want Lish to come back all safely.
Yeah.
Well, I think Lish falls through the portal into the room with some speed.
Oh, sure, yeah, absolutely. I'm not gonna make you like mark a stress or
Yeah.
anything. Okay.
Just like
Yeah, you hit it.
lands roughly, just like
Yeah, yeah.
disgruntled, like hair disheveled, and then has to like
Yeah.
dust herself
Well, I
off.
mean,
and
I
fight some
imagine-
zombies.
We're wizards. Maybe Lish casts something equivalent to feather fall on herself.
Sure.
And-
Or a shield or some sort.
Your imagination is so generous. Lish was just enjoying falling.
You
before
still have
you
that
spared
ball of
her.
shadow, right?
You do still have the
You
ball of
just bounce
shadow.
off.
I do. It's still clutched in my grasp.
Once Lish is here and safe, Dante hoists up Jessica and just runs into the midst of the zombies and starts swinging.
Absolutely. Give me a battle at difficulty 4.
Battle is my good one.
I know.
It's battling time.
Well, I rolled a 1, a 2, and a 2.
No.
That is our worst roll yet, I think.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right. So yeah, take a stress, take a determination. I think you're
How
at
much
what
stress
now?
did you have?
3 stress.
Oh, you almost.
Yeah, you were very close. You were at. Did you roll a 3? Was the highest you rolled?
Oh no! Wait, hang on.
No,
I rolled 2 2s and a 1. So do I disappear?
Okay,
into a
it needs
ball
to be
of
higher.
magic?
2 stress.
It needs
Yeah,
to
it
be
has to be
higher.
higher.
Okay. So you're very close to exploding. You take out a few of them, Dante, and then your hammer starts to glitch again. It starts to exude some of that like demonic energy that seeped into it and starts becoming erratic in its movements. Almost as if it is like trying to run away from all of the undead. And the undead seem very drawn to it as well. And they pin your hammer arm down as you're holding Jessica. They're just like clambering over your arm and Jessica, and they start like sucking up the energy, the magical arcane energy of your hammer into themselves.
Help!
What are the rest of you doing?
I'm just holding out at Jessica. I'm not even letting go. I can't give up Jessica.
Lish, did you want to try some?
Yeah. I'm exploring Shadowmancy on the fly.
Please do it.
Lish opens the orb into a bunch of countless dark tendrils to try to ensnare and pull back the zombies away from Dante's body.
I love that. Give me a wizard roll and I don't know, what do you think? Difficulty 5? Seems appropriate.
Probably takes a bit. All right, 6.
Okay. Dante, you find yourself and your hammer arm now free to stand up. Let's at this point you've taken out quite a lot of the zombies, so probably just like one. Someone's got to do one last thing, and you'll be all good.
To like clear a way for us to like not be in the middle, I will sort of switch my hand towards myself, and the mirror that I had on the ground will swing up towards me, facing like the zombies, and I'll sort of like be like, get behind me to Dante and Lish, and just sort of push it forward and sort of just have them like fall like head first through it. And just sort of that way they can like take care of the ones behind us and on the sides, and I will clean up the rest.
Go ahead and give me a wizard roll at 5 as well too.
Another 5.
Okay, so take a point of stress.
Okay.
And I think that, how do we feel about this? If Dante and Lish each take another point of stress, you can kind of clear out all the zombies.
Sure.
No.
Let's get stressed.
No, it's fine. Let's do it. I'll do it.
You find yourself now surrounded by thousands of undead bodies. What do you do now?
Someone should really talk to the
Anything
administration
valuable?
about not putting so many corpses down here.
It does seem like a point of vulnerability.
It's like hundreds of years of teachers and headmasters and
We could bury them in the
nobles who
ocean.
paid enough to be.
I'm not interested
Well, now
in
they're
the
buried.
excuses.
Wherever we're floating, where are we? Where's the castle parked right now?
Is it ever truly parked?
Over Cleveland.
Oh,
Ew.
So
Well,
no, sorry,
at least the
on
zombies
deck.
fell on Cleveland.
Cleveland as we go.
it's just
Just not much is changing in Cleveland.
No, exactly. Cleveland is the same.
Cleveland does not
Yeah,
know
we
this.
just
It's just Thursday. Thursday in Cleveland.
Yeah, it's raining undead. Yeah. Weird.
So
Do you think that did it?
game?
Well, it's enough for now. We still need to go see the fairy princess or whatever.
The monarch.
Yeah. Can I look for a specific grave, tomb, whatever, real quick?
Sure.
I'll also ask Dante and Lish out loud. I tried to get in here before, and they kicked me out. So
Well, you shouldn't have any
does
trouble
not
now,
seem like
Alistair.
the time.
Ah.
There's still thousands of undead around, right?
No.
Oh, I thought there were
When
still.
he said
He said
undead, he meant
bodies.
the bodies of the undead.
Yeah.
They're dead
Oh.
undead. So they're like
The
re-dead.
dead
Okay.
undead.
They're-
The
they
fully
living
dispatched.
undead.
Okay.
The
The very
undead
non-living.
living dead.
the no longer living in death.
Yes.
Dead. Yeah, so Alistair sort of there's probably some sort of naming scheme and like time scheme to the organization.
Sure.
He goes and he finds a like altar gravesite or whatever you want to call it, inscribed with the name Lupin. He slides it open. Or it's probably slid open already. And he sort of digs around in it for a second, and then he pulls out a chain with a pendant at the end. It's like, great. All right, let's go talk to the fairy lady. Oh, he puts it on, and it's like, all right, let's go talk to the fairy lady.
Very well.
All right. Do you
It's a
try
nice
the
look on
portal
you.
again?
Suits you.
It's by all rights mine, so it's good to have.
I open another portal. I'll give us the option. Do we chance it again?
Still
I
better
think
than
we chance it
walking.
again.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're all there.
All right.
Walking
I
is
step
not
to-
sexy.
It's really not.
Sexy people do not walk.
give me a wizard roll at I'll lower it this time to a 5.
Okay.
Quick disclaimer: healthy activity is sexy. Just
Yes,
Yes.
in real life.
Yes. Taking care of yourself is very sexy.
Self-care, yoga.
All right. Back to the good rolls. I got a 6.
Hey,
Nice.
the good
That's
rolls.
better.
We needed
That's what-
one now.
it's getting close to the point where we need them because
Yeah.
we're building up so much stress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true. Rolls are dangerous now.
You I mean you'll come back eventually.
Yeah.
You just
We've all died before. It's whatever.
You've all died.
Hey, we all know what stress is like.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just explode. You know.
And then you reassemble.
and then you reassemble. You come back. You find yourself in the center of the college errant. This fey queen is still sitting on top of her trees and whatnot. It's just this very beautiful, lithe woman, and she looks at you and goes, "Oh my god, what are you doing here?"
Oh. I was about to be jealous of her.
Yeah. No.
You should be
Right.
totally jealous of this sexy body.
You are attractive. Aside from some things.
I don't know what you're referring to.
Are you the monarch
Your
of summer?
voice.
Obviously.
Why? Wait. You asked us why we're here. We live here.
This is my
Work here.
battle arena.
It's not. It's not. This is the school variant. Why did you bring all these undead and demons here?
Because I get to every 1,000 years. And she, clicks her fingers and a contract appears.
Oh, she does have a contract.
I made this deal with Sexy Supreme Leader number 3 thousands of years ago, and he told me that every 1,000 years I can come here and make the demons and the dead fight each other.
Well, we've already taken care of one demon, and I'm quite sure all of the dead. So we would be your champions, Your Highness.
Why don't you roll sexy?
Okay.
And let's make it difficulty 5.
Okay. 2d6. Trying to avoid battles and lean into my strengths. A 6.
Great. How do you want her to respond?
Oh, I'm not sure. Any ideas, Nick, Johnny?
Well, I have a different idea for the contract, but I mean, at the very least, we want her to. If she takes us as champions, then what does that mean? Why is she even doing this?
Essentially, really I know. So I would like for her to provide a clear condition, which once met, would make her agreeable to leave, so that we can resume our married lives, partying in the sky. Because she picked the wrong venue, and there's got to be some way to wrap this up.
Well, I don't know what to tell you, because the power of the demons and the power of the undead start to build up over time, and I need to make them fight, otherwise they'll spell into the Fey realm. So unless you know, like, a better place for them to fight every 1,000 years, maybe like a place that serves like cool raw fish and can maybe turn into like a dance studio, I don't know what else we could do here.
Oh, I know the perfect place. And I open a portal that just goes straight to Tokyo. Just the center of Tokyo.
What? Sushi meets club. Tokyo.
There are clubs and sushi in Tokyo. That is true.
And
that is correct. He did find a place that meets those parameters.
I mean, what does the monarch of summer know, right? So, yeah.
She stares at the portal, sees the dancing vibey lights of the clubs, sees the
not
raw
a bad vibe,
sushi.
right?
Yeah, she sees the raw sushi or the raw fish on top of sushi and goes, "Oh my god, why didn't I think of this to begin with? All right, everybody, we're leaving now."
Poor Tokyo.
Is there anyone who responds?
And all of the demons and all of the undead start to follow her into the portal.
Justin,
yes.
can I pull a bit of a bait and switch? I'm happy to roll for it.
Absolutely.
It looks like Tokyo, but it's actually a portal to a pocket dimension they'll never be able to escape.
Okay.
Ooh.
It's a combo move. Alistair and Dante made up.
I like that. I like that a lot.
It's a mirror image version of Tokyo.
Yes.
So it's filled with all of the things that Tokyo has, but no people, anything, and there's no way to leave.
Yeah, I was gonna make it. I was gonna make it a 6, but I think that brings it down to a 5. Why don't you give me a wizard roll with difficulty 5?
I am going to use my determination as well.
Do it.
You can spend as much as you want.
Oh, the dice gods have favored me this day. I rolled a 5 and a 6.
Nice.
That's victory, baby.
All of the Fae, well, the Monarch of Summer and the demons and the zombies all walk in, and then you hear, "Oh God, this isn't Tokyo! Where are we?" And then the portal closes.
Oh, her voice was dreadful.
It truly was.
Why did you send them to
Horrible.
Tokyo?
I didn't.
Oh? Dante.
It was
She just like
Alistair's,
pats you like wait, like it's like kind of hurtful, like the degree of impact.
I like kind of like
Stop
brush
it.
your arm off. Alistair did the hard work.
Well, I mean, I set up that mirror world once, and it's kind of just good to go.
You two have been having
Why?
talks without me.
Well, it's not that I set it up. So the 10,000 mirrors thing, they each do something different. they all have different effects.
Interesting.
Nice to have our little castle back.
Right.
The other magicians weren't much help. Where are the other sexy battle wizards on vacation?
They are all
I mean, there were
dead.
thousands of undead in the catacombs, so there were probably many, many more demons than the ones we saw.
Ah, true. More drinks?
Yeah.
And
I need an apple teeny.
As you start making drinks, the doors of this room open and hundreds of other sexy battle wizards come in, just tanned to perfection, super fit, and they're like, "All right, we're having a dance party in here. Let's do it!" And a bunch of other wizards of way of 10,000 mere wizards, along with Alistair, just like turn this into the most banging club. And you all celebrate a wonderful mission.
Lish gets a new
Success.
tattoo with the face of the Monarch of Summer.
Yeah.
And puts it somewhere she probably won't see it, like behind a shoulder blade.
And let's just do a quick after credit scene. We open on flames, and it pulls back into this like ominous looking cliff inside of a dimension of flames, and we just see Chad standing there staring out over the distance, and he goes, "I will get my revenge." And the camera zooms out to see a horde of demons bowing down to Chad.
Wow, Chad knows how to finagle.
I accidentally sent him to the crypto dimension.
Our Lord and Master.
Chad. Chad lives. Chad forever.
And
Chad coin. Chad coin.
Chad coin. And that is a very unhinged session of sexy battle wizards.
That was everything I could have wanted it to be.
That was pretty good. That was
great.
I
fun.
love any game that fits on one page.
Yeah. Oh, one-page
And
games
this-
are great.
This does.
Oh, yeah. One-page games are great, especially when it's just like... whenever I'm looking for a one-page game, I usually look for the title. If the title is funny, it's probably going to be a pretty funny game.
Yeah.
So,
It's
there
true.
we go. Sexy Battle Wizards. There we go.
By Grant Howitt.
By Grant Howitt.
That's
Find it
right.
on
He's a
itch.
Patreon.
Yeah, he has Patreon. You can find it on itch.io. It is pay what you want.
Mhm.
We threw him a few bucks just because we want to support Grant. He makes other great games too. I've played a few of his other games. He does really great work for the TTRPG community.
Yeah.
So thank you, Grant. And thank you all for listening to this. And next week, I promise you, we will be back with Avatar. We will have the full cast back as well too, Monroe and Danny as well. And we will find out what happens as you kind of deal with figuring out what to do with this binding ritual that you've discovered in Wan Chitong's library.
And in the meantime, we've made a bunch of changes to the Patreon, and you can go check it out. Link is in the show notes. We've moved a bunch of our rewards down so that you guys get more for supporting us, because we wanted to thank you more. So thank you.
Thank you. We will see you next week. Bye.
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 See ya.
The Flying Bison Podcast is an independent podcast. If you feel like directly supporting the show, please check out our Patreon. While the Flying Bison Podcast seeks to emulate the tone of Avatar: The Last Airbender, this is an improv tabletop role-playing game, and the actors may briefly depict scenes with more mature story elements. Avatar Legends is developed and produced by Magpie Games. The worlds of Avatar: The Last Airbender and Avatar: The Legend of Korra are property of Viacom CBS. Intro music is Dizu by Senbei, and outro music is Tokyo Funk by LATG Music. Logo and art by Cate and Matthew Mahnke. You can find more of their work at pomakin.com. Link in the show notes.